In the peaceful garden, bathed in the warm glow of the morning sun, little Wiki, a curious and playful worm, loved nothing more than exploring the lush greenery and tasting the sweet, juicy fruits that grew abundantly there. He would wriggle through the grass, his eyes twinkling with delight as he discovered new treasures to enjoy. One day, as Wiki was feasting on a particularly delicious apple, he heard a soft rustling behind him. Before he could react, a mischievous chick named Chicky pounced on him, startling him and causing him to drop his prized fruit. Wiki, frightened, quickly wriggled away, but Chicky, filled with playful energy, gave chase. Wiki's tiny heart raced with fear as he zigzagged through the grass, desperately trying to escape Chicky's relentless pursuit. Tears welled up in his eyes as he called out for his father, hoping for rescue. But his cries went unanswered, lost in the vastness of the garden. Finally, with a burst of speed, Wiki managed to elude Chicky and make his way back home, his tiny body trembling with fear and exhaustion. As he recounted the harrowing experience to his father, tears streamed down his face, his voice quivering with emotion. Wiki's father, a strong and protective figure, listened to his son's story with a mixture of sadness and anger. Determined to confront whoever had caused his son such distress, he took Wiki by the hand and marched back to the garden, his eyes blazing with righteous fury. Meanwhile, Chicky, unaware of the turmoil he had caused, continued to explore the garden, pecking at seeds and enjoying the warmth of the sun on his feathers. But his peaceful reverie was soon shattered when he saw Wiki returning with his father, whose imposing figure struck fear into Chicky's heart. Realizing the trouble he was in, Chicky tried to flee, his heart pounding in his chest. But Wiki's father was too quick, and with a few swift strides, he caught up to Chicky, his stern gaze fixed upon him. Meanwhile, Wiki's father, who was busy with his work, was unaware of his son's predicament. The little boy ran and ran, the sound of his own heartbeats echoing in his ears. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity, he managed to escape and raced back home, his heart pounding with fear. Breathless and trembling, Wiki burst into the house and told his father everything that had happened. His father listened intently, his brow furrowed with concern. He could hardly believe what he was hearing. How could such a thing happen in their peaceful village? Determined to get to the bottom of things, Wiki's father asked him to lead the way to where he had encountered the big muscled man. Despite the distance and the fading light, they set out together, father and son, their hearts filled with resolve. After what seemed like a long and arduous journey, they arrived at the spot where Wiki had met the man. Emerged from his hiding place. To his surprise, he recognized Wiki's father as an old friend he hadn't seen in years. The two fathers embraced, their anger melting away as they exchanged stories and caught up on each other's lives. It soon became clear that the entire incident had been a misunderstanding. Chicky had only been playing and had meant no harm to Wiki. With the air cleared, the two families sat down together, sharing stories and laughter as they enjoyed the beauty of the garden. As they parted ways, both families felt a sense of peace and goodwill towards each other. They had learned a valuable lesson about forgiveness and understanding, realizing that sometimes things are not always as they seem. And so, in the peaceful garden, under the watchful gaze of the sun, Wiki and Chicky's families parted as friends, their bond strengthened by the events of the day. Thank you for watching. To stay updated with our latest content, please consider subscribing. Your support is greatly appreciated